Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Artist IRL. This is episode 4. I'm here with Davey beside me.
Hello.
And yeah, today we're here with...
I'm Enrique, Guaya.
I'm Hamp. I'm manager for Guaya.
How you guys doing?
Doing great.
It's all right. We just wrapped up the live stream. That was pretty cool.
Cool.
I'm so glad that Hamp's here, dude. I'm so happy.
Do you guys do like interviews often, or is this kind of like a fish out of water situation?
I mean, I met Hamp because he wanted to interview me. I really.
Oh
met him
yeah,
because he
dude, I
wanted to
totally
interview me.
forgot about that.
We have not done an interview
I know.
since. It's been a long time.
You did like
that story?
2. They were like just text.
Yeah.
Okay. But,
Wait,
yeah.
what were you interviewing him for? Or was it like...
I
were
was
you a
gonna
part
do
of
this stuff because I wanted to do like media for music and stuff,
No
but I gave
way.
up because I sucked at it. So,
He was great. He
Ah.
just could not get his audio set up
yeah,
correct.
it had heart.
It did have a lot.
No gumption, but it had a lot of heart.
No, that's kind of like the realest shit I've ever heard. I feel like we've all tried some shit like this. and
Yeah.
then it took a few tries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like 3 interviews and I was like, yeah, do something else.
I'm trying to get him to bring it back.
Yeah.
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how
Maybe
you
one day.
guys... Is that how you guys met? Or...
Kinda, yeah.
Sorta.
Origin
That was
story?
after we met.
Amazing.
But he played a show, was it like 3 years ago?
Yeah, something like
It was
that.
like 3 years ago at Strummers. And I didn't go to see him. I went to go see the headliner. But during the headliner, he like came out and just elbow dropped me in the mouth. And I was like,
That's
because I
fine.
saw him, I was like, it's the Guaya guy.
Dang. I just swung on him.
No way.
Yeah, that was my first show too in Fresno.
Yeah.
Damn. Wait, who were you going to go see? Or what was the headliner for that show?
I forgot.
Damn.
I just remember Guaya.
That was
now.
more memorable than...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you forgot when you got elbowed. And
Yeah, no, you never. Yeah, that is the point of like, oh, I remember
That's just the CTE.
early onset dementia, bro.
Yeah.
CTE.
So how did you guys start, like, well, when did you start managing, like, his music, or 2,
I was like
3
a
years?
couple months after the interview, I think.
Yeah, something
'Cause,
like that.
Yeah, I wanted to like be more involved with music, but like on the artist side or like business side, and I didn't really know where to start. And I just asked him like, "Hey, can I help you out with stuff?" And then we started meeting regularly. It just kind of evolved into that because like we just always kept seeing each other, talking about the music and like strategy and stuff. And it just kind of evolved into one day. I was like, all right, I guess she's the manager now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like that, you know, because it's just my homie.
Mm-hmm.
Like even through all like the music talk and stuff, like we're just friends. at the
Yeah,
end
it
of
just
the
feels
day.
really natural, just
Yeah,
like
dude.
hanging out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hamp's the same, bro. I tell you this. I'll tell you this off the air. But yeah, I love the amount that he dedicates himself to the scene in Fresno without actively being involved in a band. It seems like it's very hard and kind of a very unselfish thing to do. And there's very few people that I've ever met that do things with his level of intention, I suppose. He really cares about the people that he's working with, and God bless him for that.
That'll be nice to me, bro.
I love his
No,
music.
he's kicking his feet
I
right
say that
now.
all the
No.
time.
I know it does.
I do.
But-
I make
That's
sure
really
that I
cool.
say that all the time.
Yeah, it's friendship first, and then business kind of just happens through
Mhm.
that. And we never operate through the scope of like business first. What all of like whatever happens with our friendship, like, that's
Yeah.
secondary. Now it's always homies, just homies.
Do you remember, like, the first show that you managed, or
First show
booked
that
for him?
I threw with him,
Yeah.
it wasn't even at Fresno. The first show I ever threw was in Davis.
That was
Oh,
tight.
okay.
Yeah, it
That
was in a
was
basement.
tight.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the best shows we'd ever done, dude. Nothing like playing in a gosh dang basement, dude.
I love
It's
it.
freaking
That's
sick.
real. I don't get more
Yeah.
DIY than that.
No,
That's more
yeah.
DIY in the backyard.
Honestly, the more DIY, the better.
Yeah.
Like, I just love having, like, I don't know, the whole vibe of just, like, it's just some guy's, like, basement, you know? And it's just...
We didn't know what
it's
basement
really cool.
it was. That was the first time in town. Like we just pulled up. There's a turtle on the house. It was called Turtle House, and we just pulled up, tore it down.
was
Fire
pretty good.
hazard.
Yeah, no, it was the size of this room. There was like 200 people in it, dude. It was crazy. It was
It's tight.
the best, dude.
Who
And
played?
yeah, that was the first show I ever threw.
Wow.
Kind of.
How many bands, or who played? 3 bands?
Guaya. There's a girl from Sacramento. I forgot her name, but are the freaking homies. Rest in peace, Black Sage.
R.I.P.
Yeah, they're still making music, but they're doing their own projects. But they were killer when they were here.
They were
Man,
sick, dude.
they were the bros. Still the bros.
Wow.
But yeah, we missed them.
What's, like, your process like for throwing a show together, or planning and booking and all that type of
Well,
stuff?
he don't do that many shows no more.
No.
No.
It's just like if there's like a really cool offer on the table, we can build around that. It's never just like Enrique do a show or like take every show. We've never just taken a show to take a show. It
Mhm.
just had to always be like interesting or worked around us.
Mm.
It's gotta be cool. If there's no heart in it, then why are we doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Well, I feel special. Yeah. I mean, we appreciate you guys like being here today. You know, well, especially now knowing that you guys don't really take shows like that. I guess when like you do take a show, like what do you look for? Like what is like you have like a checklist of like it's got to like, you know, fill these requirements, or is it just vibes? You're like, oh, this just seems cool.
I mean, for me, it's more than anything just about my energy, dude. Because I was in college up until now, and I was having a very very heavy course load, and I was working, and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. So for me, it's always been like, if I'm gonna be playing something, I want to make sure that I have something to offer. I want to make sure I have a new song out, or I could perform something in a new way, or I'm playing with new bands, or whatever it might be. And there's a lot of fun and a lot of joy that I get out of going and playing shows, but it's not always the best use of our time, realistically. And especially being in a band with a bunch of other kids that are my age, it's like we all just had our own stuff going on. So it was much more worth it to aim for a handful of really, really good shows throughout the year as opposed to just trying to play as much as we could, which, I mean, all the respect to the bands who just grind it out because that's so sick, dude. But it just wasn't the way that we were operating, I guess.
I was just gonna ask. I know you typically play with a live band when you play live. Can you talk a little bit about like how you guys came to be, like how Guaya kind of formed?
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody in the live band, with the exception of our drummer, someone that I've known since high school or earlier, my bass player, the homie Chin Chin, I've known him since I was like in 8th grade, and it's kind of the same story for a lot of them. It's just people that I met like in music classes and that type of stuff, and we all ended up having like parallel interests. We all got into jazz around the same time, and all just like really, really wanted to explore music in that way, but nobody really had the courage to write anything. And I was just like, I guess I'll do it, you know. And it's something that I kept to myself for a really long time. I was really embarrassed about it, but once I started my college days, I was like, I might as well just give it a try, dude. I figured, and having my friends be such great musicians, I was just like, I'm just have to ask them to see if we can do this, and we've been rolling ever since. So
Wow.
yeah.
What goes into like, because I feel like when it comes to being a creative, I think we all come into that like phase of like, oh, everyone's gonna just like laugh at me and like, you know, point fingers. I think regardless of what you do, I think with video, it's always like a YouTube channel that's like an embarrassing YouTube channel. And then for like musicians, it's always like that demo that nobody wants.
Yeah.
Like, but how do you like get over that, like the feeling of like, fuck it, like let's just let people hear it, you know?
It's paralyzing, dude. It sucks, dude. Having
He's
that
still
fear,
doing it.
yeah, that
Yeah.
fear is something that is tied into a lot of shame, is what I've been finding out recently. Do you know about The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron?
Yeah.
Dog, that's crazy, dude. It's such a great book. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I've spent the last like 4 months reading it and like doing like a book club meeting with my friends about it, and like every week I just find something to do. I'm like, holy shit, dude. This is where this comes from. But yeah, dude, there's just a lot of shame that goes into it, dude. You're just being afraid of the world and not wanting to really put yourself out there. But that's what holds people back more than anything. Is what kept me held back for a long time, where I'd just be like, I'm in school for music, I'm doing music, it's fine. I'm doing it, but I wasn't really trying to put my heart into it. But taking that kind of risk, that's only where you get the meaningful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the sound of it, you know, like I guess like the vulnerability of the lyrics are there, but when it comes to the sound, like what came into like that experimentation of like this, you know, fusion of like, you know, I feel like it's very rare when I hear like lyrics in Spanish over like a sound that I predominantly have like associated with like, you know, more American artists, you know, like had that fusion. Was that like something that kind of took some time to experiment with, or did it kind of just come together? Like what were your influences going into your sound now?
I think it just kind of came together. I mean, I've always thought, especially when it came to the process of writing music, it's like if I can't play it just on an acoustic guitar and sing it by myself, it's not a fundamentally good song. Like if I need 5 people behind me, or I need this thing or that thing or this kind of production or whatever it might be, it's not at its core something that really resonates or speaks to people. And so if I can write it in that context and then add ornamental instrumentation around it, just things that might make it a little cooler, but not take away from that kind of core of the song, that's more than anything what I care about. So if it happens to be in English or in Spanish, that's less I guess of a concern of mine. But I mean, there's a lot of artists that I listened to when I was a kid that would do stuff like that were influenced by American bands, especially singing in Spanish, and I figured it wouldn't be really that weird, you know. So I was like, I might as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of like that happening in California right
Yeah,
now,
especially,
even
dude.
like locally, like with Brujos also. kind of taps into that same energy.
Yeah.
There's been a big shift in the last like 3 or 4 years where like Mexican culture is starting to kind of become a lot more prominent just in regular media, and I think that that's doing a lot for the scene and just kids trying to experiment and trying to find their middle grounds. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's crazy, dude. It's like one of the biggest regional Mexican artists in the world, like Fuerza Regida. He's from San Bernardino, and like Gabito Baestros, he's from Turlock. So it's like it's more speaks to the experience of what we go through as first generation and second generation kids more than the stuff that was just coming out of Mexico during that time. So it's huge, man. It's crazy.
I think Mexican culture, like, you know, growing up in like this area, I feel like we've always felt very drawn to like very scene music and alternative music, and I feel like it's kind of interesting to kind of see it come to head. Where like now that, you know, a lot of us are older and it's kind of coming into the music, I think it's just it's been such a cool shift to see, and like now it's like very in the forefront rather than it was like, oh, we're Hispanic, but we also like this music. It's like, no, now we're in it, and this music is really reflecting like who we are, and I think that's super dope.
Yeah, dude. I always think about being in high school and like not having a car, but I would use my dad's like little like Toyota mini truck, like the little like kind of paint trucks, you know, just like that you would just see like hauling wood or whatever it was. And I'd have his tape, so I'd listen to like Los Tigres del Norte just like on the tape machine coming into school. People looking at me like I was weird, dude. And I was like, all of a sudden, all y'all kids want to, all y'all kids think being Mexican's cool now. Okay, you just
Call
people,
'em out, yeah.
dude. But it does nothing but help the culture. So I'm happy about that more than anything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Another question I had. I know you. You know, you have a lot of singles coming out right now. Desvelado just came out also. I kind of want to talk about your cover art a lot too.
Yeah.
So the past few singles are so cool.
Dude.
Like I would put them on a shirt, honestly.
Yeah,
like they're really cool.
absolutely.
But can you talk a little bit about
Yeah,
like
dude.
origin of that?
Mikey.
Shout out Mikey.
Mikey, I love you to death, dude. You're my dog,
Love you.
dude. I fucking love Mikey, dude. Yeah, I mean, I had for my single covers initially, for my album covers initially, I was just taking pictures and just kind of like drawing on them or doing whatever it was. But that's just never been my medium. It's not something that I feel the best about. But Mikey, this is somebody that I met in the scene a long time ago. I met him when he was like 17.
He was just a boy.
He was just a boy, man.
Now he's a grown man. So weird.
Yeah, oh my gosh, dude. But yeah, just seeing his art evolve over the last couple of years and just running into him all the time, I had nothing but support for him, dude. And I love that guy, dude. And he was my favorite artist for a very, very long time. I would go on Instagram like just to see the stuff that he was posting, dude. And it would just always make me so happy. So one day I just figured, I'm like, I might as well just ask him to see if we can kind of get this rolling. And we had done a collaboration or essentially like a commission on a shirt that I wanted a while back. And eventually I was just like, dude, I just want him to just do everything for me, dude, if it might be possible. His art just really speaks to me, and he does something that I know I don't have the tools to do. So as much as I can involve him, I will.
Do you usually give him like music first and kind of tell him to like just make whatever you feel like would match this song or a little bit of both? Or?
I mean, I'm normally very, I guess, not picky, but I'm definitely as thorough as I can be when it comes to my releases and trying to make sure that everything is in its right place. So it's something that I don't know if he's necessarily used to, because Mikey, he's a lot younger than us, and I kind of attribute it just to his angst. But he'll just like make something and then he'll just like put it out, make something, just put it out, make something, put it out. There's something beautiful about that. But I'm like, sometimes like, Mikey, we're gonna have to take like a couple tries at this. Just want to see what it is. But he always gets it, dude. Mikey always gets it. And it's always so much better than I could have imagined, dude. But
I think he does like show posters too, right?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
his art is like so recognizable at this point too, where it's just like, I know this, like, I know his artwork. I don't know.
Yeah, he's done a couple of ours.
Yeah, that's really cool.
it's awesome, man. Mikey, I love you.
Love you, Mikey.
Love you, Mikey.
Yeah.
Speaking of albums, I'm kind of curious how you feel about it, but I feel like it's kind of been a recent trend where some artists are very much not really into the whole album package, where it's kind of like not haphazardly, but there's no intention from like, I guess, the order. I think Pink Panthers is like the best example, where she came out and she was like, I don't really mind like album orders. I listen to them out of order. I listen on shuffle. How do you approach like the album experience from your end? Do you feel like you like how they're like everything is packaged? Or are you more like in the mindset of play it on shuffle and just hear what I have to say type deal?
I mean, I started by collecting records and tapes and stuff when I was like 14 because it's just something that I'd always wanted to try, and I would like download full albums like off of LimeWire and that type of stuff when I was really young. So initially the iPod Shuffle was all I had, and it was just whatever song just out of order. But once I like sat down and listened to a project like all the way through, I was like, man, it felt like I was reading a book as opposed to just like seeing like little like snippets of whatever. And I mean, I've always been of the mind that if I want to make something like intentional, that I would go for an album, but it has to have a concept. Like that's what it was made for. That concept albums have been a thing since Frank Sinatra and Only the Lonely in the early 50s. Before that, it was all just singles. So if I'm going to like really have a body of work or really try to work through an emotion or work through a time in my life or whatever it might be, that seems to be the best way to do it. But I mean, can't really hate for just people giving it a fair shot and putting something out there. But it's something that I think was meant to be much more intentional. And that's why I mostly want to just do singles, because I'm like, if these songs are disconnected, if it's not something cohesive, I don't necessarily think it needs to be right next to each other.
Yeah. Do you prefer like a conceptual album versus just like?
Absolutely, yeah.
You got any like standouts?
I mean, concept albums can be a lot of different stuff, but I'm thinking Flower Boy was really influential on me when I was like 18 or 19. Igor was huge too. I mean, Tyler the Creator's always had great kind of emotions and real kind of colors that I think is just something. It's clear. It's clarity, and more than anything, clarity is what will bring you into a universe. Whether it's clarity in a movie or clarity like in a book that you're reading or whatever it is. Once things start to divert and kind of be all over the place, that's really kind of when it'll end up taking you out of it. But Mac DeMarco's "This Whole Dog" was a huge one too. I mean, that one's really heavy, but yeah, dude. I mean, as long as there's a reason for all of these songs to be right next to each other, I think that's what would make a good concept. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Do you guys feel like you align like pretty heavily when it comes to music taste?
No, hell no.
Not really.
No, dude.
He's like hates my music.
Really?
I mean, we like there's an intersection like in it like indie, because I like the Garden and Mac DeMarco and like that type of stuff, but
Yeah.
I diverge a lot because I like more indie, like alternative,
Yeah.
and grunge sort of.
Yeah.
And also like I like a rap that he doesn't.
Yeah, Hamp's really digging, dude, and I commend him for that. But he will just like, he'll be sending me some stuff. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, I don't know where you get this from. I take a different approach because I studied music when I was in college, and I studied music fairly seriously throughout my life. So I think more than anything, kind of thinking about trying to divert back to older albums and things that I guess are less common. That's what excites me more. But Hamp's always been about what's fresh and what's going on, and I really
Zoomer
respect that
music
about
taste.
him. Yeah, for real. I really respect it about him. I'm always happy when he shows me stuff, but we don't have very much of a shared taste at all. Yeah,
Heck no.
yeah,
How do
There's
you,
a little bit though.
yeah, absolutely. There's something for sure.
how do you guys like find new music to listen to? Do you go on like different playlists or
What do you do?
What do I do?
You don't do nothing.
I really don't do anything.
You don't do shit.
Dude,
Oh.
I will find like an album that I'm like, I remember hearing like one or two songs off of this, and then I'll sit and I'll listen to it all. Sometimes I will do it on shuffle just to kind of explore it, and then if it feels worthwhile, I'll sit down, I'll listen to everything like front to back. But I mean, now it's just with the social media stuff, dude. I try to stay off social media as much as I can, but dude, some of these songs that it's pushing, dude, is so good, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Social media is big because
media,
Spotify Discover Weekly sucks for the most part. Like it just be they play anything on there. It's like, why can't we get on there? Instagram is huge. I mean, I'm a promoter, so obviously like I get new people hitting me up and stuff, but I see like a lot of people like reposts from other bands, and like a lot of that type of stuff. Like that keeps me up to date a lot, because it'd be like somebody you never heard of. Also show flyers. Like I'll just check out a show flyer. Like, oh, I ain't never heard of you. Or if they're coming to Fresno or something, I'll be like, let's see, let's check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of that. There's some playlists on Spotify that I just follow because they always update like new stuff, and it's pretty easy. Sometimes Twitter got something good. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
I know y'all be hating on me, but YouTube Music, just saying.
Dang, they hate you for that.
Y'all be clowning me all the time, and I'm just like,
I won't stop.
no, y'all in the wrong. But
I can't even laugh. Like there was like a brief moment where like I think I only stopped because I got like a new card and I didn't update my payment information.
Yeah.
But like YouTube Premium was actually pretty dope. I can't lie.
I can never go back. I literally,
I can't lie. Now I just use like an ad blocker, but like they're
gonna come get you. There's gonna be knocking on this door right now. Watch.
No, Mr. Tube is at my house right now. Yeah.
No.
That's all funny.
No, it's so funny.
I think people like overthink finding new music, but also like music's kind of a weird art form that you consume, like in terms like TV shows, movies, even podcasts now. Music is kind of like the odd man out, or like the black sheep of that whole family.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people, they're TikTok guys, you know, they hear the trending sound, they'll save it to their playlist and listen to it on a drive. So like I think you don't have to try that hard to find what you want, but you know, just keep your eye out and you'll find something you like.
Yeah. I think one of my biggest pet peeves is like when people think of music as like a background sound,
Yeah.
you know? So like when you go to a show or like a I don't know, like a banquet or something and there's like a jazz band in the background, no one pays attention to the group at all. I'm just like, guys, there's a whole artwork right there that you guys aren't listening to
Yeah.
right now, but I don't know, but I
feel
really,
that.
yeah.
I mean,
share
even
that
then, like
sentiment.
even at like shows and stuff, like people would be talking during the opener. I'm like, are you guys for real right now?
Guys. Or people don't give love to like the openers. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like you said, but I don't
What
know.
are we doing, fellas? Also, like speaking of background noise, we play some primo background noise. Okay, I put work in the playlist for these shows.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just to make sure, you know, like, hey,
There's a secret craft in there too.
if you walk in the show, you're gonna hear something you probably never heard before. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh wow. Get my Shazam out. I don't even know Shazam's still a thing. Like,
I love Shazam.
I think it's like built into
Shazam.
iPhones now.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
I'm
Yeah.
like, Siri.
Siri,
the song.
Siri, Shazam this.
Song. Yeah.
I'm a boomer in that sense because I'll just like walk close to the speaker and type in the lyrics. Yeah.
No, I still do that too. Like I forget
Yeah.
Shazam's a thing,
Yeah.
or like I feel stupid if someone sees me and I'm just like, you know, walking around like trying to get
Me
it.
as
Get
fuck.
called
I'm
out.
sorry.
Look at you.
No, and I feel like people gatekeep. One time I pulled my phone out, my friend just literally like turned this.
That's crazy. Wait.
Oh my god.
It was kind of funny. I can't lie.
It's a good bit. I'm gonna start doing that.
No, it's good. No, it's fire.
Let's do that.
And the funny part, it wasn't even anything like niche. I think it was
Yeah.
around the time like Yeet was getting like really big.
Yeah.
And so like I was like, oh, eventually found out it was Yeet. Next thing I know, he's on a Cole Bennett song or a Cole Bennett video, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna gatekeep Yeet?
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Do y'all have an album that you would gatekeep?
You probably do.
No, I don't.
All of
I
the
don't.
more
I try to share my
artists.
jazz with everybody. Nobody freaking listens to me.
That is true.
Nobody
we
listens to
we gatekeep him because like we're like keep it over there.
Mm.
I'll play that second
they
beat.
don't like it, dude.
So like we take like if we were going like a long drive or something, he'll play the jazz, and I'll just be like. But then I'll get used to it because it's like so long. But you know, I don't hate jazz anymore. I used to hate jazz because I was in jazz band, so I was like,
Really?
I got
What?
not trauma, I just didn't like it. So I was like, "Ugh, jazz. I almost did the other one,
Yeah.
but I don't think. Yeah, I'm really open with music. I never gatekeep. I don't have a problem with gatekeeping certain things. Like I think you should, but like I don't. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think it's so fun. I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like when I really like something, I'm just like telling everybody about it, and I'm really annoying. Like I was trying to get you to listen to like my favorite album that came out this year, and you didn't.
Which one?
Vanisher Horizon Scraper by
I
Kodeka.
listened to it eventually.
You listen to the whole thing? Right. Right.
The first time. I liked it though. I liked it.
No, to finish it. Fine. It's fine.
No,
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
No,
Whatever.
it was good. I liked it.
But like, no, I was really annoying about it when it came out because
You
it came
were.
out like right before my birthday too,
Yeah.
and so I was all hyped about it. But I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like music should be gatekept, and I don't think like listening to it. I think like doing it, and like
That's fair.
because I think it's very like it became like very profitable again. And I think with that, I'm hearing some stuff, and I'm not going to call anyone out, but I'm hearing some stuff that's you can tell it's like to be a trending sound, and I'm like, I don't know, it's hard to like sift through the shit I don't like to find the shit I do like, and I'm not trying to be on some pretentious
I've never
shit.
even heard of that have like 100 million streams right now, like on Spotify and stuff, and it's like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of him in my life.
Conceptually, I love that. Like, I
Yeah.
love that everyone's getting to eat. Like, I love that. I hate when I can tell that they don't fuck with music that heavy. Like, it's just like a means to an end. You
It's a
know?
sad job.
Yeah. It's like a 9 to 5 to some people, and I'm like, it shouldn't be that.
Friggin',
I'm also very-
what was that festival at Chick Chansey? Was it Dog Days? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That one?
With the Chainsmokers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking Addison Rae's on the lineup. I'm like, wait, is
Wait,
she? I think so, right? Am I tripping?
We have to go
Really?
see Addison Rae.
I
You're
think
like, let's go.
Addison Rae. I might be lying.
What?
Hold on. Can I pull out my phone and look at it?
No, for sure. Go
No,
for
yeah,
it.
I need to know.
Because if
Addison
I'm right,
Rae.
there's no way I would.
Honestly, If you put a gun to my head and put Tate McRae and Addison Rae next to each other, I couldn't tell you the difference. I don't think
thought
I've
Tate
ever seen
McRae was a
Addison
rapper at
Rae's.
first.
She's a TikToker, right?
No,
Or am I
Taylor
crazy?
sounds like a crazy rapper, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
from
Tate
Tin
makes
Pizza.
sense.
I thought it was a rapper.
No, she's a
bro.
pop
And
star.
It's like a country girl, I think.
That's
The only reason I think she does pop, and the only reason I know that is because like I think I was like listening to Kid Laroi a lot, like back when he was like a little more niche,
Yeah.
and then I found out like they're like dating. So that's the only reason I know who Tate McRae was. They have like a song together. But like it's not really my sound. Honestly, like I think like honestly for what it is, I think Tate McRae like makes music that's like pretty all right. I like it. You know, I wouldn't say I listen to it, but if I put it on, I wouldn't like be like turn this shit off. You know?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I'll have to tune in.
It was Summer Rae. My bad.
Some
My bad. Apologies.
So different.
The Ray messed me up, to be honest. But like that type of thing, where it's like, why are
Like why?
you like not to diss or anything, but it's like confusing because like you are right. Like it's everybody's eating right now.
Yeah.
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 Especially like if you already have that kind of platform, you can just like mosey your way on into music. I feel like.
Were you guys like in like the YouTube space when like diss tracks were becoming popular? There was like this really niche like part of like YouTube where like every YouTuber was doing diss tracks on each other, and they were all like
YouTubers are doing them on each other.
on each other. Yeah.
Those
So
are
like
crazy times.
some more
Did we
like
miss out?
popular ones were like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, you know, around that kind
Ah.
of sphere. And I remember seeing them my recommendeds and being like 17 and even being like, this is like some of the worst music I've ever heard in my life.
You want some crazy Fresno lore? You know that song Every Day, bro?
Yeah.
The one of the girls in that is from Fresno.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot her name though. I think it's like the only girl in there actually. Now that I think about it, but one of the girls from there, I think she's from either Clovis or Fresno.
Dude, as soon as he said that song, it just something clicked in my brain. Yeah.
I
Not
can't
a
believe
good
Nothing
click.
good. Not a good click, but yeah, it clicked.
leave it to Team 10 to put Fresno on the map. You know
I
what
know.
mean?
Yeah, crazy. Didn't they have like a house or something, or am I crazy?
No, they did. Yeah.
Like a, I don't know
And
what
I
it was
think
called,
I think everyone just like it feels like so long ago. It feels like a niche like
Yeah.
memory that I didn't realize I remembered. But yeah, I think everyone in that in that house ended up being like outed as a bad person.
Nobody was shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought at least one of them would be like, "Oh, you know, now I like donate to charity." No, they're all like bad people. Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone gets to eat. But yeah, I think that's my biggest thing with music. We should gatekeep a little more.
I can see it. Like I know a lot of people gatekeep. I feel like gatekeeping is more popular than it's not. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially in like hardcore and alternative, or not so much alternative. But I know the hardcore people like they gatekeep everything. Even punk. Like, hey, we're not gonna drop the address. Ask a punk. Like, I don't want to. I'm scared, bro. I'm
Yeah.
nervous. Like, so I do think gatekeeping is still like a more popular option than not. But I don't know. That's just me.
I feel like it's fun. I feel like gatekeeping can be like really like, I think, you know, from what I mentioned, like, you know, making music feel as authentic as possible. But I feel like with that too, I feel like in my head I'd be like, guys, logistically we can get more people there if we share the address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, nope. Only punks. 'Cause, like, imagine me like walking to a function like, "What's up, fellas?" Like, you know, I get it, bro. Like,
"Get this guy."
there either.
Rev up those fryers.
That's one SpongeBob reference. You got to counter now.
Hey, that took 30 minutes.
Right. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
Time of death.
Right, 30 minutes. No, I have this bad habit of referencing SpongeBob all the time.
I did hear it in one of the
Yeah.
episodes. Now that I think about it, I think it might have been the first one.
I don't remember which one it was actually. I
That
just know it's
was-
Fred the fish walking in. He's like, rev up those fryers.
Bro, I know his name. That's Fred the Fish. That's crazy.
Dude, I tell everybody this when they come on, but like SpongeBob, Family Guy, and
Kingdom
like
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, those references are going to pop up soon. So I'm proud of myself for taking 30 minutes.
I know nothing about Kingdom Hearts besides like the Keyblade.
It's fine. That game, I love that game. My favorite game of all time. A lot of them, objectively fucking awful.
Yeah. Do y'all have any hyperfixations?
Like Warriors and Valorant probably. Like, yeah.
When
Basketball.
I call Hamp and he's watching a freaking Warriors game, dude, I'll just be like, "Yeah, what's up?" Hey. Be like, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Throws the
I
phone.
only love like
Yeah.
music, basketball, and Valorant in life, and my mom.
Oh, that's cute. Wait.
That's a bar.
That's cute.
That's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what you got hyper fixations?
Do I?
Yeah.
What?
Well, any vocal stem that pops up,
I do have a lot of vocal stems. It's really embarrassing.
sometimes it's just like not okay.
Sometimes it's like a Hatsune Miku song that is just like a very certain
Whoa.
verse, and it just plays in my head all
Yo,
the
Hatsune
time.
Miku, that's crazy.
I'm hella calling myself out, but it's just like different vocal stems that just play in my head all day.
She's actually coming on the show next week.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Can you imagine?
we have her on the TV.
Yeah, that'd be fire. That's my dream.
Yeah.
Please, Miku.
Please,
Please, Miku, please, please.
The camera 3. Sorry, Miku, please, 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 please.
out there.
No, there was like one because we like we'll have like our vocal stems, and like I think our most favorite one is like who up like verbing they noun, right?
Oh,
So
you
like
got
we'll
the whole Mad Lib setup.
Right, yeah.
you can
So
pull
we're
up
constantly
everything.
doing that, and we work together. So it's like we're constantly doing it. But Alexa will say some shit that's like not okay at work.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
like,
Damn, you're
like-
getting out
say-
of this.
no, I walked in. Alexa was like, "Who are beating they shit?" And I was like, "What?"
There was context there. There was context.
Whoa.
No.
I
see
was
that,
like,
please?
and then
don't
I was
wanna
like,
waste my
"You
shot,
cannot
please,
say that."
guys.
What camera do I use?
No, you said something that made me trigger it. I don't know. You said something about beating, and then someone else said shit. And I'm like, I just use the ad lib. It's not my
Right.
fault. Yeah.
You said,
like-
"You guys, I got something."
That's a layup. That's a layup.
No, but it's still things like that. We like, have our hyperfixations. I wish I could be more productive with mine. Like, at least jazz is like, music's like your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think my hyperfixations are always like SpongeBob quotes
Or
Oh,
Family
wow.
Guy quotes.
or Family Guy quotes.
Yeah. All the
Yeah.
time.
I got to do nothing with that.
You used to be hyper fixated on clothes, bro.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh,
dude.
on fashion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to run a vintage clothing business for 4 or 5 years now. I just sold everything off just a couple months ago, but
Wow.
I loved it, dude. It was so cool. I just loved clothes ever since I was a kid. My brother used to come home from college and like give me just like bags of the clothes he was wearing. I was like, holy shit, dude. There's good stuff in here. It's like, oh my gosh, there's like cartoon characters. It was very early in like early streetwear. He had like gone on a trip to Japan and gotten like Bape stuff and like would like go like find Supreme stuff like at the line in LA. And I would just like I would see what he's gotten, like see what like the way his friends were dressed and be like, dude, that's so cool, man. I want to be a part of that so much, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's something that I left behind though. I can't do it anymore, dude. I'm too broke for clothes now. It sucks, dude.
Yeah. I think that's also like the thing about hobbies too is they're getting too expensive.
So
and like clothes.
expensive.
Clothes is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I think that's also why music is also can be also very like palatable. Is that like
Mm-hmm.
anyone can just jump in really. Like instruments are expensive and they always have been, but I think like with drumming specifically, like I used to drum and like picking
Yeah.
up some sticks and hitting anything was accessible. Anyone can like sing and build it up. You know.
You could definitely like it's. I think music's more accessible than people think, especially like freaking Mac DeMarco played off like a $10 guitar for years.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like one of the coolest guitars I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, I'm so jealous of it. Instead of
Yeah.
looking like a $900 guitar, like I would like rather have Mac DeMarco's dingy little $10 broken strings everywhere type of guitar.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but music it's one of the more accessible hobbies. Depends what instrument though.
Yeah, it definitely depends on what instrument. Like, the harp is gonna be pretty hard,
Yeah.
but I see people making some like
What's the big
cool
one you
shit.
used to play the double bass.
Yeah, I used to play the upright bass. That was my favorite.
Damn.
One of
okay.
my great loves in life, dude. It's just too much that it was like having a freaking roommate. I'm like, am I supposed to sleep in here, dude? Is this freaking?
It
So
lays in bed
sorry.
with you.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry to intrude. Yeah.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Yeah.
So you said you were in jazz band too,
Yeah.
huh? Did you
Yeah.
play like different instruments or just one instrument all throughout?
I mean, I started on guitar ever since I was like 12, but like really studying music, it was almost always on the bass, just because when I was in high school, like the jazz band needed one because the dude who was the bass player was a senior, so he was about to graduate, and my music teacher was like, "Bro, like I know you're in guitar class, but if you play bass, you'll have a job for the rest of your life. Nobody wants to fucking play bass." I was like, "Damn." So then I was like, "All right, I'll do it, dude." And I was horrible for so long, but I was lucky enough to be a part of like some of the jazz programs here in Fresno. There was one that was huge called Milestones, and there's like a lot of like community programs and that kind of thing. And like just being from Kerman, being from just like a farm town, I would know kids that were like really good at guitar, but I didn't know anybody that could shred like these kids in Fresno, dude. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, it was just so exciting to see, dude. It's so cool. Yeah.
So were you kind of taught by the book a little more with music, or were you also self-taught, or did you kind of combine the
I was
two?
mostly self-taught. I mean, I don't think I really knew shit about music until I was in college. And once I got there, dude, it was a rough couple years, dude. I was so freaking bad at like music theory. I'd like never really read notes or anything. Because especially when you're reading bass, they'll just have like the chord chart, so it'll just say this chord, this chord, this chord, this chord. I'm like, I can figure all that out, but actually sitting down and reading music and like taking the craft to like really figure that out, dude, I was so unprepared. I was so bad at it, dude. But I mean, that's what I spent the last couple of years really trying to develop more than anything. So, I mean, shout out to all my teachers.
Shout out ear training.
Shout out ear training, dude. Kick my ass. I failed that freaking class, dude. I was so discouraged.
Where did you take your training at?
Fresno City.
Dude,
Best school in the
that shit
world.
was hard as fuck.
Dude, it's the freaking best school in the world, but it's so bad, dude. Nah, dude.
For war stories, man.
Yes, dude. Yeah, it was bad.
Were you in music too, Hamp, or no? No.
I was in middle school. I was like, I kind of had to because I went to performing arts Catholic school. So I was like, yeah, you gotta do something. I was like, can I just play basketball? Like, but nah, my mom wanted me to play clarinet. So I was like, all right, I'll play it. And then I played saxophone for a little bit, but I quit. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore.
So when did
hated it.
when did you just like decide that you wanted to do management instead and like do behind the
like,
scenes type of thing?
I don't know. I just fell into it with him, but I really liked it. And throwing shows and stuff was just like, it was fun, but I wanted like deeper work, I guess, like to actually get in on the business side. And started like a year later, actually 2 years later. Me and Brujos, me and him have known the Brujos guys for fucking years. So like we've been homies. And then Brandon just like started talking to me, and I was like, okay. And then that was easy too, because we're just, like I said, we're just homies. So I guess there wasn't really like a decision. It just kind of happened, and I like it.
Okay.
It's stressful, but I like it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you would ever, and for lack of a better word, like would you work with somebody even if you don't really fuck with like their sound, or is it more about like let's say they're super dope, like you fuck with them so heavy as people, like is there any like line where you're like, I don't know, this is not for me, like?
If I don't like the music, I'm not interested at all.
Okay.
That's why I like.
That's valid.
Yeah. If it don't interest me, like I get to do this. You know, it's a privilege. It's not like I have to.
Yeah.
So I have the ability to be like, okay, yeah, this is really cool. I'd love to help you guys out. Anyway, I can. Even that's just talking to a band. Where it's like, hey, let's do a show. I really like your guys' music. Like, no, I'm not gonna like manage you or nothing, but like, let's do a show, man.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes for a lot of things. If the heart's not there, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I feel like there's a lot to say about like authenticity too. And I think like if people see that from you, I think, you know, they're gonna fuck with you more. I don't know, even being here like with you guys, it's like you guys seems like so genuine, and it's already been so fun just like, you know, shooting the shit with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it's important. I feel like that's what we try to approach it too.
Yeah.
Is like we talk to people we fuck with like heavy, and we kind of avoid like I think we talked like, should we do this? And I was like, I don't really, you know, I don't really fuck with like no names, but like just like this vibe, you know what I mean? It's important.
It's the most important thing though, because like especially this thing, like if you guys are sitting across the chair from like a bunch of like a whole band, like a whole couch with band members, you're just like, ugh, these guys are. It's like, oh, this might not have been the best idea, but like, you know what? How do you feel about that? You know, you're not gonna like it,
Yeah.
and then it becomes something you have to do. It should never
Yeah.
feel like that. You should like what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my eyes, I know that's very like sunshine and rainbows, but that's like my philosophy on it.
And I get that so heavy. Like, I think because my girlfriend's a musician, and we talk about this all the time of just like, you know, doing it for the love of the game, and like how that's like always the most important thing, you know? You know, just even video, it's like if I don't want to do it, I won't. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't be fucked. Whereas like when we do these, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to edit, and like we're passing around edits all the time. And then like with music, I imagine it's the same thing of like, dude, check this shit out. Like I just recorded it, you know? I think there's no better feeling than like being excited to put something out, you know?
I mean, he always does that. Like I never know when he's recording. He'll just be like, "Boo," sounds the same. Check this out. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. So you can definitely the authenticity is like a visible thing. Like it's not tangible, but you can see it on somebody.
Yeah.
I guess if that makes sense.
No, I get
Like,
that.
you can
yeah.
tell. You can tell when something's real or when something's being real about what they're presenting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are getting to the end of this our time together, and again, really appreciate you guys being here. Do you have any closing questions?
Are you guys looking forward to anything next year? I mean, we're already coming to a close already for this year, but any plans? Anything exciting that you want to announce?
Are you gonna snitch on yourself? I'm not.
I don't know if it's snitching, but yeah, I mean, I've got 48 songs in the bank. just the stuff that I've been writing for the last couple of years, and trying to chip away at that as much as I can, but trying to give it a good faith effort, you know, more than anything. Just want to make sure that I can keep putting stuff out and keep trying to make stuff that's honest, make stuff that speaks to me.
Gonna hit some new cities too.
Where can we find you guys?
Instagram, Guaya.
Just Instagram, Hamp Stay Off, and on Valorant, MJ Hamp. If you beat me in a 1v1 on Valorant, you get a free show. You get to come to all the shows for life for free.
We gotta
I'm
have you
throwing it down
hop on
right
the
now.
Twitch sometime. Like, it's gonna be you playing there.
I'm not gonna say it on.
You gotta say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
No, that's fair.
Damn.
It's crazy. That game makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah,
Me too, dude.
I've never been bullied harder.
you're telling me.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm doing right after this?
Clocking in, huh?
Yeah,
Clocking
dude.
after your 9 to 5. Do you play on PC or?
Yeah.
Damn.
That was crazy on the keys.
Yeah, what happened?
Crazy on the keys. That's crazy.
My words per minute is like 100 plus.
Girl, there's no way.
I swear, any given day.
We got to do a game stream.
No,
heck no.
no, we have to. We have
Gotta.
to. We have to.
Gotta catch me on a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to put it on the retro corner over here too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
All right. You have any last minute comments? You guys have any last minute comments?
Stream
Notes?
Guaya.
Shout outs?
Shout out everybody.
Yeah, shout out,
Shout out
everybody.
Fresno.
Shout out literally everybody, dude.
There's too many people at this point, but you know, shout out you guys. Thank you for having us. It's been really
thank you,
fun.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for being
Super
here.
professional. You guys are so easy to work with. But I mean, yeah, shout out Fresno, man. And you guys are doing great things. This is a great thing for the scene.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
We
thank
appreciate it.
you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
literally started like August, I want to say. Well, our first post on Instagram was on 9/11, so we don't want to say that's that date, but like end of August
Wow.
was like kind of our birthday.
We
but
recorded the first episode of
Yes.
this in August.
Okay, yeah, let's say August.
Yeah.
I like that.
right, yeah.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was a very unfortunate.
And we didn't
timing.
even notice until after we posted either.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, right.
What's today again?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole never forget thing.
Yeah,
right?
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been our 4th episode of Artist IRL. Stay tuned for our next show for Mic Check, our 4th episode of Mic Check on December 8th with Chemical Syndicate. And we'll also be doing an episode of Artist IRL with them too. But yeah, anything else?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out setlistmedia.com to keep up with us and everything that we're doing. We'll see you guys in the next one.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.